K102.5 FM weather. A chance of showers and thunderstorms today. A blend of sun and clouds, and the high in the mid-80s. Southwest wind 5 to 10. Partly to mostly clear overnight in the mid-60s. A north wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Light north winds expected Wednesday, mostly sunny in the mid-80s. And it'll stay in the mid-80s Thursday and Friday. Should be mostly sunny each day. Jonesboro's community radio station, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Brazil says it won't accept funding offered by G7 countries to help tackle forest fires in the Amazon. Opposition leaders in the UK say they've agreed a strategy to avoid a no-deal Brexit. Iran says it won't enter into dialogue with the US unless Washington lifts sanctions. And Australia's Foreign Affairs Minister Marise Payne's expressed disappointment and concern after the formal arrest of Chinese-Australian writer Yang Hengjun in Beijing.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guests today are Ms. Angela Jefferson and Ms. Chelsea Chapman. Good morning to you, ladies.
Good morning.
They are here under the AmeriCorps Vista program, and they're going to be talking about the North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative. I am so happy to see this initiative come back to life. It is needed in a time like this. You know, there's so many things happening in our communities, and we need a group of people to come together to look out for the best interests of the residents and hopefully increase the quality of life. So before we're getting too deep into that, we're going to let you all do your introduction. So Miss Angela, this is your first time with us, so go ahead.
All right, my name is Angela Jefferson. I am a VISTA leader with Foundation of the Mid-South under the housing of CRDC, and also helping Chelsea with the North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative.
Okay.
And my name is Chelsea Chapman. I'm a community advocate for Crowley's Bridge Development Council.
All right, so let's go ahead and get right into the details. This flyer has been going around. If anyone hasn't seen it, I don't know where you've been. Good morning to Amanda Donovan. Thank you for following us. She says, "Good morning, love."
Good morning, Amanda.
All right, so in case you haven't seen the flyer, we're going to repost it again. We're going to saturate your news feed all week. But their first meeting is coming up on August 29th.
Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah.
And is it at 6:30?
6:30 p.m.
All right, so give us a location of that.
It's going to be at Parker Park in the community room.
All right, and so kind of give us a rundown of what people can expect and just what they can look forward to with NJNI.
Well, what they can expect at this first meeting is for us to definitely introduce ourselves to them, let them know what it is that we want to do for their community. We would also like to hear a lot of what they want. This is a really I almost want to say like an open forum. We really want to hear their voices. We want to know what they want to see. We want to know the problems that they feel like they're facing, and also the good things that they see in their community that they feel like we can, possibly make better or continue to keep putting it out there so that they can keep seeing that positivity that they like.
Okay. You want to add anything, Ms. Angela?
Not at this time.
Okay. All right. And so I remember being a part of NJNI some years ago. And so at the time, there were different committees that handled various aspects of what the organization was handling. Have you all either created committee titles and are just waiting for people to come and kind of join, or are you just waiting for people to come and then divide them up?
We're kind of waiting for people to come. Okay. So we can kind of see what we're working with and divide people up by skill set. Okay. And so we can be able to, really hit what we need to hit and have those aces in places for the necessary things.
All right, and so do you have an initial, I guess, list of objectives or goals that you would like to reach within different time periods for NJNI?
We do want to have volunteers in place, like a core group in place by the end of our service year.
Okay.
And so we're going to start canvassing and doing things like that to make sure that once we're gone, because Vista is like a 1-year project,
Okay.
once we're gone, that NJNI will continue to run beyond us. And that's something that Vista is very interested in, is just sustainability after we're gone.
Okay, and I really hope that the residents, and again, you don't have to be from the north side to be
Right.
part
Right.
of this initiative, but I do hope that the residents see the value in what you all are trying to bring to the community, and they step up and be a part of this and actually nurture it so that it can continue to grow. Me and Angela were talking off air about how we need to lay the foundation for our future generations. You know, there those of us who have the knowledge and the know-how, that desire leadership and just know what it takes to get things done. We need to start laying the foundation for our future generations. Like
Absolutely.
now. All right, and so do you have some goals or things you want to share, or?
Well, what I would say our largest goal is changing these people's quality of life. You know, quality of life, I always talk about how it varies from person to person, but myself and Angela Artis, we went to go canvass on Friday. And for us who are not residents of the north side, we had one thing in our mind about, you know, well, this is what we think they need. This is what we see. This is what we feel. But when we went to go canvass on Friday, we kind of looked at, you know, what we thought was quality of life and what they thought was quality of life. It was totally different. So one of the goals that we have is to really identify different qualities of life and to be able to break those down and then build them back up to be able to support that community. The people were absolutely, they had so much gratitude that someone was trying to come and push change, but not tell them what change we wanted to push.
Right.
They were just glad that somebody cared enough about the people and the neighborhood to even come over there and say, we want to hear your voice. So that gave us a different type of morale. It really gave us some fire under our feet and really made us, you know, it really made us excited. At the same time, we were sad, but we were really excited because it felt like they trusted us. They don't know us from Peter or Paul, but it felt like they trusted us, and that, like I said, they had so much gratitude. So I'm really excited to get that. That's my number one goal, is to identify that quality of life.
Right. And then one thing that we really didn't want to do, we didn't want to go over there and push an agenda on people.
Yes.
We didn't say, this is what you need, this is what you need. We wanted to go over as a listening ear and say, tell us what you need and how we can help you achieve that. And so that's really our goal with NJNI this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this were some interest groups, for lack of a better word, where they err is because, one, they don't live in the city, so they have these ideas of these programs that work in other areas of,
Right.
let me just come and replicate that here, when that may not be the best fit for the people that
Right.
already live here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know the people in order to know the need.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for us to know the need, we have to go and talk to the people. And so that's why, if you want to come out and volunteer, we will start canvassing starting September and October. We will be canvassing hard. We have about 2,000 addresses that we've gotten from the city. And so we're going to burn us some calories.
Yes.
We'll get your Fitbit and get some sneakers on.
Right.
I want to say good morning to Ruthie Reynolds. She says good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
And Mr.
Oh, the
Tony
camera's
E.
there,
Thomas. Thank you all for checking in. Please share this message with everyone. We want NJNI to blossom like never before. You know, in the years past, I want to say it was almost 9 and 10. It's been some years ago.
It started in, Miss Emma gave me a little background.
Okay.
NJNI started in 2009 by Gail Vickers.
Okay.
She was director of community development. Then her health ailed, and Miss Emma was hired to fill her position. And in 2012, she worked with the City of Jonesboro and the Winthrop Rockefeller Foundation
Okay.
to start NJNI.
Okay. Now that's the thing when I came on board, because that's when Kayla K wasn't even on the air then, and I had met Leganzi and Brandon at that time, and they were just talking about putting the radio station together. So I mean, look how far we've come, and how far things have gone, and how much. Think about how much better it can be if we all pull together once again to make this a better community. And I don't want to beat a dead horse, but all the times, and I'm saying this because this is what I see on social media and news and whatever, the north side of town often gets neglected for a lot of projects and different things. Yes. The residents are starting to speak out a little bit more. So this is not just me saying, this is what people that actually live over there are saying. And so hopefully with NJNI starting back up, people will develop this sense of self, this sense of pride, this sense of, look, okay, I feel like hope. Finding hope again, I guess is a better word.
Yeah.
Hopeful, being more hopeful.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like, it's like I said, I feel like they will. I kind of feel like with them just seeing us and actually, being on foot. We parked Angela's truck and we were walking, so people seeing us on foot like, man, they're really out here, If you just could have seen their face. I mean, we were talking to people from 8 to 80, like all different walks of life, dressed different on the outside. Like, I'm just excited. I think it's going to be good. I think the people have a good morale behind it already.
And I think that's something else that we need to do going forward is just remain approachable. So like Thursday, we're not going to be behind a podium or anything like that. We're going to be out with the people and just talking to them and trying to figure out what they want.
All right. Another comment. Miss Amanda says, I'm not going to be able to make the meeting. I know the people Northwest Jonesboro have requested the need for more bus stops. LMJ Trailer Park and Trailer Park on Floyd Street. And that is something that is needed. There are a lot of people who don't have access to transportation, personal transportation. And so while I do appreciate, I utilize JET system, and so I appreciate their services. But there are some people who ride the bus line who would like either extended times, and again, that all goes back to funding. And so maybe if someone from JET can come out and talk to the people, let them know what's available, maybe what they're working on, and then if the people actually voice their concerns to the city and to JET, then they can take that back to the people that be and say, okay, we need more funding for X, Y, Z.
And so that's another thing that we are going to try to do. Like, one of the first things we're going to ask at the meeting is, what's a good time for us to bring out people to kind of talk to you about different things? Like, we're housed at CRDC, and so their first meeting, we're going to talk about the light heat program, because a lot of people don't know that CRDC does help with light and with gas bills. And you can do it for crisis and for regular assistance. And so just to let people know more about the resources that are available that they might not know about.
Now, one thing, I've been knowing about CRDC for a long time, but again, like you said, there may be some people who don't. And another thing is the location. CRDC is on the south side of town.
Yes.
So, would you all be stationed in Parker Park?
We will be.
Area in the facility, do you think that you will be able to take applications and do things there?
Yes.
People having to travel? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That is something that has been discussed, and they also have, I don't know what their exact title is, but they have some people from the Human Services Department that actually go and do home visits and things like that as well.
That's amazing. I've been talking to several people over the past week or so, and I would love to see a centralized community service center, because there are people who have needs and they can't always get out to wherever, or they have children, they can't load all the children on the bus, they go all across town and sometimes you have to transfer, it's a whole process. And so if there was somewhere closer, more convenient, they'd either walk to or just one bus ride to, that'd be great. And then you talked about increasing the quality of life. Sometimes people need basic skills classes, whether it's home economics based, whether it's technology based. You know, we have a computer lab on the north side of town. I wonder how many people really know about the computer lab.
I just learned about that.
Okay, so I always love to see an increase in awareness. Right. That's one of my goals.
That's another thing that we're working on with our Vista Year is a resource directory for Craighead County.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it'll be broken down with different tabs based on, you know, mental health, school, after school programs, feeding programs, things like that. So everything will be broken down in its own separate category, and you'll have the address, the contact number, and things like that.
Yeah, we want to try to get it as detailed as possible so that people don't have to do a lot of guesswork.
Yes.
And so, like, maybe, you know, the distance from the bus stops, and we're going to have it in like a manual form as well as an online form.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Now, that is due at the end of the year. We are working on it, but it is due at the end of the year, so don't expect it next month.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
Or the
ready.
month after that.
Yeah.
So, but maybe if y'all get some more volunteers to help
Yes.
do some paperwork and just help her do a little research.
Right. Angela Artis is really helping with that as well.
That's
Yes.
amazing. She is wonderful.
She is.
I want to say good morning to Dr. Sharice Jones-French. Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. French.
For checking in. I'm sure she's in between classes or something. Working hard at ASU teaching the young people.
Right.
All right, so you all are working on the directory. And again, I live on the north side. I've lived there, and I kind of say since 95 because I lived in Case Hall when I first came. And so it's on Johnson, so technically it's on the north side.
Right.
Yes, it is.
And then I worked at McDonald's for a while, so yeah. But I've been officially living on the north side since 97. So I have seen a lot of ups and downs, left and right, growth, and I don't know, a lot of changes have happened. And it's like sometimes some things have kind of stayed the same. And I would love to see a facelift, you know, that side of town, to boost the morale. I think when things, let's say this first, when things start to look better, people's moods and attitudes change.
Yeah, they do.
Now, I do know on the other side there is this issue of crime, but crime is everywhere. So, anyway, I'm not going to get into that.
It definitely is.
I have a comment from, now please forgive me if I don't, if I mess up your names, Mohan Rao Igadi, please forgive me. He says, you have any holiday season place welcome to India with missions work at 1 or 2 weeks time. Okay, well, I don't know. We would love to travel to India, but I don't know if that's in the plans right now. But I'm looking forward to what all you have to bring to the north side of Jonesboro. I really hope that the residents step up and participate and be very active. You know, keep us going.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask, I'm always about the kids. Well, as you get more established, do you feel that you can add a youth aspect? I want to say council, advisory council, just a focus group or something.
Right. I think just being a former teacher, that if you don't involve the youth, then it's not going to last. And so you have to pass it down to the next generation if you want it to continue and just keep, you know, if you don't pass down the history, then it's not going to build upon, like we were talking about off camera earlier. I know that Angela Artis, when she canvasses or when she has canvassed in the past, that she had more of a connection with like teenagers and things like that, and so for sure to get them involved would be great.
Okay. And I'm going to speak ahead, and I know the kids will back me up, but Kelly K would definitely be there to help any way we can. We're small in number, but we're mighty in power.
Yes.
So we will help out any way we can, especially like providing this platform to spread the word so that people can become aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
Do you have something to add, Ms. Chelsea?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We appreciate you all letting us use your platform as well.
All right. And Ms. Chelsea, do you plan to get your baby involved?
I absolutely do. Michael will be at the first meeting on Thursday serving chicken sliders. But yes, I do plan to get him involved. He's already asked if he can do some writing classes for NJNI, so maybe we'll look into doing a youth writing class. I don't know. He definitely wants to be involved. He's always wanting to have his hands in something. So.
And that would be amazing. And then if the other people with children can get their children involved, I think the more the kids see the adults being active in the community and actively making positive change, it will inspire something in the children to say, okay, I can do something too. Right. Through my show, Teen Talk, I'm always trying to encourage the kids that you can be leaders at any age. At any age, exactly. You can do something small, but it can be so
impactful.
Yes, impactful. Mm-hmm. And there's no task too small when it comes to increasing the quality of life in your community. So right. I hope that more and more kids step up. And this would be a great opportunity for service groups, nonprofit organizations, all of these civic organizations, the Greeks or whoever, to come together and say, okay, let's help make a difference.
Please, because we do not want to recreate the wheel. That's something that we keep on saying. We don't want anyone to feel like they aren't welcome. NJNI we're welcoming whomever. If you do counseling services, come through. If you know how to meal prep, come through. We need all of that because there are so many different aspects in a community, and we can't take on everything at once. We want to be here to give people, we want to be that catalyst. We want to be that push that people need, but we can connect you with this person or we can connect you with this group, but we'll be like that main hub for those North Jonesboro citizens to be able to come to and have the comfortability to say, I need this. Can you help me? Can you show me how? Or can you lead me in the right direction? That's definitely what we want to do.
Right. We're just facilitators. We're not going to do it for you.
All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to pause right there because we don't want to get you cut off. We don't want you to get cut off from what you're saying. So you're tuning in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back with more information from North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative and the AmeriCorps Vista workers.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Are you allowing your hurt to hurt others? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Behind the bratty child may be a workaholic parent. Behind the gossiping man or woman might be an emotionally removed spouse. And behind the alcoholic son may be an abusive or alcoholic father. We know the truth all too well. Hurt people hurt people. So how can you keep your hurts from leading you to hurt others? Here are 3 ways to break the cycle. First, explore old wounds. Admit you've been hurt and try to understand why that person had the power to hurt you so deeply. Second, examine your feelings, because the only way to work through your pain is to truly feel it. Finally, forgive the person who has hurt you. Forgiveness is not earned, it's given. Remember, your family first.
Want to stay in touch with Mark? You can. Join him on Facebook, facebook.com/Mark Merrill.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a non-profit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
the story about when he was stationed overseas and he had an accident in his car and had to have the fender painted. Took it to a body shop. We went to pick it up. Fender didn't match. He told him that I needed to match to be acceptable. We went back in a few days and everything matched fine. He took it home. The next day, looked at it. They painted the rest of the side of the car. It didn't match the trunk or the hood. Glenn saying, God bless our troops.
The Office of Diversity and Community Engagement at Arkansas State University, under the leadership of Dr. Maurice Gibson, is a proud supporter of KLEK and is dedicated to finding innovative ways to advance their mission of creating a diverse and inclusive environment, conducive to educating, enhancing, and enriching lives, uplifting various and diverse groups on the A-State campus, and striving to maintain Arkansas State University a place that is inclusive to all individuals regardless of origin, color, religion, socioeconomic status, or sexual orientation. More information about the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement is available at www.astate.edu/diversity and 870-972-3081.
Hi, I'm R-Dub, host of Sunday Night Slow Jams, with a special invitation to join me this Sunday night. We're gonna slow it down and make the most of the last few moments of your weekend. With slow jams and special expressions to the ones you love. So come on through and bring a friend. I'll see you for Sunday Night Slow Jams. Sundays from 8 to midnight on 102.5 KLEK.
Hello, I'm Officer Jonathan Hagens of the Jonesboro Police Department. One of the best decisions I ever made was to join the Jonesboro Police Department. Since joining, I've had the pleasure to give back, protect, and serve my community. Now I want to let you know about that same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing for the patrol officers at the Valley View High School. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information, 870-935-5657.
Applications are being accepted. Applications are available at jonesboropolice.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm speaking with Ms. Angela Jefferson, and Ms. Chelsea Chapman from NJNI and AmeriCorps Vista program. So thank you all ladies for being here today. And we've been talking about the resurgence of NJNI, so we hope that everyone comes out August 29th. Good morning to Bishop Adrian Rodgers. Thank you for joining. I hope that you or some of your members can actually join this initiative.
Yes, please.
You may not live on the north side of town. We need all of the influence that we can get. We need all of the, especially, this may sound ugly, we need minorities to come out and be supportive of this initiative, because that's, I don't want to say majority that live on this side of town, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
If you look at the demographics, it is. So, but again, NJNI is not discriminating against anyone.
No, we do not.
Everyone, all walks of life, all sides of town, all ethnic groups and socioeconomic backgrounds. Please join this initiative.
Right.
Share whatever information you have. You may have access to resources that people are not aware of, and that's a big thing that causes lack in communities, is access or knowledge of resources.
Absolutely.
So everyone please come out August 29th, 6:30, Park Community Center. All right, so let's go backwards a little bit. You all hosted a forum with members of Team Jonesboro, because that has been one of the biggest things in the news. Well, I'll say the local news. And so people still on the fence one way or the other, support or not support. As you all may or may not know, a group has risen up that is against this. And so again, KLEK cannot tell you where to stand on this. We just here to provide the information. So you all provided a forum for people to ask questions and for Team Jonesboro to state their case. So tell us more about how that event went.
Well, the forum went really, really nice. I want to give a nice thank you to the people that came out and to Scott McDaniel and Team Jonesboro. Scott did a really lucrative and good informational presentation for us, and really just laid everything out there on the table. He just let it be known this was their aim and what it is that they wanted to do. This was how the sales tax would affect us, and he broke it down, had his pictures and everything, his spreadsheets, and it was really good. At first I was really against it, and I was like but with me learning more and listening to it, it kind of swayed me. I won't say that I'm all the way over the fence, but it kind of swayed me because of how much, it was very informational, and just finding out what they wanted to do with the funds, and finding out, that there was nothing that was set in concrete, that everyone had an equal chance, a fair slate, and things like that. And we had some really good questions asked. We had people ask questions online through KLEK, so thank you guys for live streaming that as well. And Leganzi got up there and asked questions for people that were asking through the live stream, and it was really good. It was about, 2 hours almost?
2 hours.
A little over 2 hours. It went really, really well. It went really well.
And shout out to Magnolia Road Baptist Church.
Yes,
Wow.
ma'am.
Now, they
Thank
have been
you.
a great asset in the community. I've known about them. I used to work at another nonprofit agency back in 2002 and 3, and so even since then, they have offered their space to other groups to come in and to utilize it. So they're a wonderful asset to the community, right? And so I hope that more people reach out to them and take advantage of the services they have to offer. And, just because they're a different ethnic group, they're still here to serve the community.
Yes, and the pastor over there is wonderful. She's super, super sweet, and offered to partner with us. So we'll probably be having a majority of events and things like that there if we don't have them at Parker Park.
That's amazing. All right, so and then if you would like to know more about Team Jonesboro and their initiative, they will be here tomorrow at 9 a.m. And so the whole purpose of all of this conversation is to help you all become informed. NJNI is going to be another hub, another stopping point to help bring awareness to services and resources that are available within the community, and individuals that you can connect with. And then again, you might get to meet somebody new that you've never met before. I've met some people at NJNI, and we still communicate to this day, so you never know who you're going to meet.
That's right. That's where I met Angela Artis, and that was almost 2 years ago.
That's wonderful.
So come out and meet some people.
And the more people you know and get to fellowship with, you connect with them, and then you start building this sense of being neighbors, and then the more people that come together, you start building a community.
Yes.
And you start looking out for each other more and help picking up where someone else may be lacking, where you can. So I would love to see our community as a whole get back to being neighbors.
And it's really neat that you said that, because we've changed the motto for NJNI, and it's now many voices, one message.
Wow.
So that just goes right hand in hand with what it is that you said.
Alrighty, so again, we hope everyone comes out. Again, that is August 29th, 6:30 p.m., Parker Park Community Center. Alright, so let's go into the census. Kind of transition to some of what AmeriCorps does. So if someone is interested in becoming a part of AmeriCorps and then getting along with these different community organizations like you all are doing and starting different projects, so tell them about AmeriCorps, and then we'll go into the census.
Well, AmeriCorps is a national organization. So our AmeriCorps project just happened to be in the towns that we're living in, because we have families, and so we couldn't just uproot. But if you're at a different walk of life, then you can go all over and travel. With AmeriCorps, they'll give you a relocation allowance and things like that. But the main purpose of AmeriCorps is to serve and to build capacity in organizations. And so a good example that I normally use is, like, say you go and work for a nonprofit, and all AmeriCorps placements have to be in nonprofits. But say you're going to a nonprofit daycare, you will not be able to teach the class in daycare, but you can write the curriculum for that daycare. And so it's really behind the scenes work. I always say that AmeriCorps is a very good transition program. Say you just got out of college, or you don't know if you want to go to college yet.
Or if you're retired.
Right. There's no age limit in AmeriCorps. It's a really good transition program. You can learn different skills, and you want to start a new career, learn different skills. It's kind of like a paid internship, I like to say, because we don't get paid a lot, but we get paid at the poverty level, and so that helps us to want to fight the war on poverty, which is what AmeriCorps came out of. And they have little perks, the living allowance, healthcare allowance, child care stipend, and they give you money to go back to school or pay on your student loans. And so there's perks for it, and it's a really good experience. This is my second time around, so.
Okay, that's awesome, and thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Jonesy.
Well, I'll give some insight about VISTA. VISTA means Volunteer in Service to America, because a lot of times when I tell people how much we make, they're always like, okay, why are you working for them again? And I always tell them it's because I'm literally like a volunteer. I'm not even really getting paid. But this will be my third year doing AmeriCorps VISTA, and the experience is just unmatched. I've met so many people, I've done so many things, got to experience, oh my gosh, things that I never would think that I would be able to experience. And so while you do make little pay, the reward of being in it, and the experience that you get is worth more than any paycheck they can hand you. So
it's wonderful, and I hope the more people try to take advantage of what AmeriCorps VISTA has to offer and consider getting involved.
Yes.
Because again, it helps give you a grounds level view of what people who live in certain socioeconomic statuses really live like.
Yes,
what their daily struggles or daily life is actually like. And I don't want to use the word struggle, just their daily life. I would say, like, for lack of a better word, daily life. So I hope that more people consider getting involved or being the host facility.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. And if you are interested, if your nonprofit is interested in becoming a host site, you can contact Angela, since she is the VISTA leader for this area. She will be able to connect you with the right people and get you connected to start up.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. I want to say good morning to Miss Moselle Maddox.
Good morning, Moselle.
Seymour. Sorry. Thank you for checking in. Alrighty. So, the census. We know that that's coming up pretty soon. So,
2020.
Tell us what role you all are playing with the census this year.
Well, we are on a committee that's being hosted by the Hispanic Center. Our first meeting we went, it was really nice. They were very informational. They kind of broke down how the census works and when they release the information. But what we will be doing is we'll actually be informing the citizens on the north side first, that it is okay to be counted in this census. This is how our city can get funding. So we want to make sure that they know that we do need to be counted for that funding, and also we do need to be counted for future endeavors. They keep that information. I think they said for 10 years, and then they keep it locked away for 72 years, and then on that 72nd year, they release it. So what if you have grandchildren or great grandchildren that want to know stuff like that, but you were stubborn and you didn't get counted in the census, so they don't know nothing about you. So we want to give that awareness and that comfortability that it's okay, because that is one of our least counted sides. That was one of the things that they said, that was one of the least counted areas in Jonesboro due to lack of participation. So we do want to encourage those citizens to participate this time around.
And another thing that they said was, or another population that they said was undercounted were children. So like if you had, like an infant or something, then a lot of people weren't putting their children on there, and then they wouldn't be able to be counted until the next census came out. which is 10 years later.
Yeah.
And so they forget about the children, and that goes into the population counts, into different ethnic counts and things. And so we want to remember the babies.
Yes.
All right. Do you feel that the lack of participation from the residents could be due to lack of trust?
Yes, it is. That's what I feel like it is directly. Like,
I worked for the Census Bureau on 2 occasions, and even though I wasn't an enumerator, I've had conversations with them, and the general conversation was people don't want to answer the door. They think you're some kind of service they think you're checking up on them to take something away from them, depending on what their situation is. So there's that lack of trust, and then certain people go in different areas where people don't look like them. It's like, why are you here?
Right.
So, and this goes across the board. So try to be delicate with this. However, would you encourage people that resemble the people that live on certain sides of town to please apply?
Yes.
They are trying to get more local people. They want to hire local people, and because that boosts the economy. So they are trying to get more local people to go out and actually be enumerators for the census. Yes, that's something that they were talking about, and they are hiring. So if you need some side income, please go and apply for the census.
Yes, please, and especially minorities, because we won't even answer our door sometimes, and that's also very popular in the Hispanic community. So please, if you're a minority, consider going out there and applying, so that we can start feeling more comfortable. We can start feeling like we're here for each other, and not just you're not alone. You're not alone.
And if you're bilingual, for sure, because there's going to need to be some translations, maybe if you know sign language and things like that, because we do have some, other communities that speak different languages that still need to be counted. And so we want to include everybody.
Alrighty, and hopefully I can get someone in here to discuss the census and the Bureau and what they're all about, and to again increase awareness. I will say the enumerators, they make a decent wage because you're in the field and you earn mileage and things of that nature. And then those that work in the office, it's not that bad either. I worked in the office several times, so it's a great experience. Again, you meet people, you learn new skills, they train you on how to do your job. I don't know, I can't say enough about getting involved in these different organizations and these programs that's going to help, again, increase the quality of your individual life. And again, if you are working for this agency and you get to meet people see people that look like them, they're more willing to give you the information that you need.
Yes, that's true. And they've also got an option where you can do it online, so you don't even have to. You can mail it in next year as well. So you don't even have to talk to somebody face to face if you don't want to.
Wow.
And they're actually, I think they're sending out the mail ones first.
Yes.
And so you're going to get the mail one at least 4 times before somebody even comes and knocks on your door.
Yeah.
So if you get it, fill it out. Nobody even has to come visit you. You can just be at peace. So if you see it, fill it out. They're going to send it out several times. You'll get several options before it actually someone actually comes to your door.
Okay. All right, so please get counted. We want to make sure that funds are funneling through our communities as well as others. And again, we gotta look out for us if no one else. That's right.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna move away from that. All right, so voter registration. I know that there are many other organizations that have voter registration going on, but will NJNI also pick up that mantle?
Yes, ma'am. Every meeting we have, there will be voter registration materials available. When we go out to canvass and survey, we will have voter registration materials with us. If you just want to register to vote, call us. We will have voter registration material available. So yes, ma'am, we are strongly encouraging people to get out there and vote. As well with this tax, they start early voting September 3rd, and I believe that the regular voting will take place September 10th.
And just to speak on that, one is too late to register for that election or for that, but at the same time, those who are already registered, if you don't vote, someone else is going to make the decision for you.
That's right.
That you may not be in agreement with, whether it's for or against it. So why not let your voice be a part of the count?
That's right.
That's all I'm going to say on that. But
That's right.
Coming up until 2020, I know we have a presidential election, but we also have many state and local races also on the ballot. So it's very important to pay attention to what's on the ballot. There may be some other initiatives that are trying to pass. Haven't heard any initiatives for Arkansas yet, so we don't know what's coming down the pipeline. But we'll definitely have someone from the city clerk's office come in and talk about what's happening as it gets closer to that time.
Good.
Okay. I want to say good morning to Ms. Emma Williams, Agnew. Again, thank you so much. All right, so again, North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative, first official meeting, August 29th, 6:30 p.m., Parker Park Community Center. We need everybody possible to come out
and
please support this initiative. You have a lot of wonderful things. Well, I don't want to say plan, but you hope to have things, plan and really organize this so that once your service with AmeriCorps Vista is over, the initiative is solid.
Yeah, we want it to be self-sustained for sure.
Right. Alrighty. So before we go to break, any other comments or?
We just want to remind you all again to come out to the first meeting on Thursday at 6:30. It'll be at Parker Park. We will be providing a light dinner. We'll have some door prizes. We'll have some coloring books and stuff for the kids to be able to do. So don't feel like, I know a lot of people don't come out sometimes because they feel like they can't bring their children. Bring your children. We'll have dinner for them. We're trying to be able to encompass the whole community. So we just want you all to come out, feel comfortable to ask your questions. You're in a totally safe space. Whatever you feel like you want to voice, please just come out and voice it. We just want everybody to be there and to know that we are there to help service you all.
All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires, not just from the first meeting, from everyone beyond. And I hope that I can make it to everyone, just depending on my own personal schedule. But I definitely, if I'm going to do everything behind the scenes, I'm definitely going to be involved.
Well, we thank you for that. We will also be meeting monthly every fourth Thursday. That's something important that we did not mention. So every fourth Thursday at 6:30, we will be meeting. We are going to be trying to do potlucks. So we'll be starting to go in that direction. So that's another way that we want to give people some ownership, make them feel like, oh, I got something to do for the next meeting, So it's another thing that we need to make mention of.
All right, so we're going to take another quick break, and we come back and we'll wrap up our discussion. For those that may have missed the very beginning, we'll just give some more information. Emma says, good morning, my lovely.
Good morning.
All right, so you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. If you're working hard to get rid of your student loan debt, or worse, just ignoring them, hoping that they'll go away, you may be overlooking an important source of relief, Uncle Sam. That's right, getting a job with the U.S. government could be a way to get rid of as much as $60,000 in student loan debt. The government will make payments to your student loan holder of up to $10,000 a year if you work for a federal agency under the Federal Student Loan Repayment Program. This perk maxes out at $60,000. The catch? You have to agree to work for the government for at least 3 years. The 4 agencies making the most extensive use of student loan repayments were the Departments of Defense, Justice, State, and the Security and Exchange Commission. The program is run by the United States Office of Personnel Management. You can get more information from their website at opm.gov. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
Stark's Auto Plaza at 2829 Red Wolf Boulevard is a proud KLEK supporter, offering luxury pre-owned vehicles sold wholesale to the public. At Stark's, we never say no. 870-203-9980. Details at starksautoplaza.com.
The Mcdaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The Mcdaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The Mcdaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
Experience the joy with Bishop Adrian R. Rogers, pastor of Fullness of Joy Church, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, Arkansas, 72401. Wednesday night, Word and Worship, 7 p.m. Prayer Thursday night at 7 p.m. Sunday School, 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning worship, 11 o'clock a.m. And our Sunday night live service at 7 p.m.
KLEK 102.5 FM salutes small businesses. Small businesses promote local character and success, keeping money in the local economy, local jobs, entrepreneurship, community well-being, and so much more. Contact us today to learn more on how your small business could be featured on KLEK for as little as $25 per month. Shout out to Always and Forever Pet Grooming, offering baths, nails, and haircuts for dogs and cats. 2929 South Caraway Road, Jonesboro. 870-520-0925.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guest today has been Mrs. Angela Jefferson and Ms. Chelsea Chapman from AmeriCorps Vista / North Jonesboro Neighborhood Initiative, and I've said that backwards all day. All right, I hope you all get it though, but NJNI is making a comeback, and we want everybody to be involved in this initiative. This is your community. Whether you live on the north side of town or not, it is still a part of the city of Jonesboro. So please help, with uplifting this part of town. Hopefully, more businesses will be attracted to that side of town. We have to create this domino effect of boosting the morale and the hope in the people, boosting community engagement and involvement, access to resources. Once all those pieces start moving and working together and start working like a fine oil machine, then we'll see this, growth rising of something.
Yeah.
Growth.
Yes.
So, and then from that point, more businesses say, okay, that community is actually thriving. The people really care about where they live, and they want to see it grow, and they want to see it be better for future generations. So we'll have more stuff that'll hopefully come over here.
Yes, and we're we're asking for those people in the community to come out, but we're also asking for other people that don't live in North Jonesboro to come out so that they can learn about what these people are going through. You know what I'm saying? We have people over there who cannot stand on their front porch, or their mothers cannot come and visit them because they're felons and they can't be in a certain area or else they'll go to jail. Things like that people don't even know are happening right in our own city. You know, come out and be informed and find out what you can do to help. These are people just like we're people. You know, they have a quality of life just like we have a quality of life. Come out and find out how you can help make an everlasting change. Not just a change for the moment or for the week or to make them feel good and then the morale falls back down. Like, come out and be informed about your city, and what you can do.
Your neighbors.
Yes.
Those are our neighbors, and we need to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to help everybody thrive, not just certain people.
Yes, ma'am. And do you feel, I don't know, again, I know you don't have a set list of things to do just yet, but as you were talking, I was thinking of, do you feel that we could host, you all can host a forum, a discussion of, you know, getting to know each other. Like you said, people that don't live on the north side need to know what people that do live there deal with internally.
Yeah.
You can see, what you see is not always what it is. You don't know what people are dealing with in their everyday walks of life. And so, unless you have a conversation with someone, you won't know what they're dealing with. And it's not fair to judge them based on your personal bias and external observation.
That's right.
And that's how you break down prejudices and different preconceived notions, is by getting to know someone. And so come out, learn about people, learn different things, and you'll find that there's more in common than there is difference.
Yes.
Right. All right. So, and hopefully other organizations will partner with you all and bring the information about their programs and resources. And I don't know, I just envision a really, people say I live in this bubble, but I'm going to stay in my bubble. But I just envision this really happy, bright, lively, full of love place. And I know we can be that.
Yes.
I know that there are going to be some dark moments. Crime happens, things happen. It happens. But I think the more good and the more positive we pour into our people and try to help boost them up, I think we can start reducing. We would never ever live in a society across the globe where there's no crime or no bad elements. That's always going to be present. It's about how we react to them and how we try to combat them. That's what makes a difference. Anyway, okay, off my soapbox again. In our last 2 minutes, would you all like to have any final words about anything that we talked about today?
Just really want to give a thank you to the community for even welcoming us and, you know, having open arms to come out and participate with us and, you know, not just shun us as soon as they see us. So we do want to thank the community. Want to thank Miss Emma for her guidance and her direction and, you know, her picking up NJNI. Mr. Tony Thomas and Tammy Freeman, we'd like to thank them as well for, you know, believing in us and giving us this platform and just basically giving us the tools and telling us, go ahead, hit the ground running, take off. And then, just again, we would love to see you all out on Thursday at Parker Park, 6:30. Come out and fellowship, have some dinner, and just come out and learn, talk.
And bring your ideas to the table.
Right.
Yes.
For sure. Let us know what you want to see in your community. That's what we want you to do on Thursday.
Alrighty. Well, I can't thank you ladies enough for joining me today. I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires. I hope the rest of the community is as well. So, looking forward to future meetings. And you all have always been active in the community. And so, I know people, the more they see your faces, the more comfortable they will become with you. So, alrighty. Well, thank you, ladies, and thank you everyone for tuning in to KLEK 102.5 FM. We are your community radio station. We could not do what we do without you, so we appreciate your support. Then don't forget, tomorrow, 9 a.m., members of Team Jonesboro will be here. Again, we're here to provide a platform for discussions, to keep you aware of what's happening within your own community. So we can't tell you what to think, about or how to think about a matter. We're just here to provide the information for you to make your own decision. So thank you for joining us. I hope everyone has a great and blessed day. I hope the rain holds off just a little while. So stay cool and stay hydrated.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the